When you think of the construction industry, you don't normally think about how 3D scanning could help. But there are many applications where 3D scanning does make sense, especially when you get into the custom home building segment and commercial buildings where items that need to be fabricated are custom one-off designs. Things like stonework, glass and metal fabrication, staircases, railings, complex trim work, custom doors, and more. In this video, we're going to highlight a few of the many projects we have done through the years, helping the construction industry build better products faster. A custom roofing company reached out to EMS to build a replacement one-off metal roof of the University of Tampa's iconic plant museum. As you can see, this roof is very unique with its rounded features and spires. Built in 1891, the plant museum is very old and nothing is true or straight. With the roof being curved and complex, the fabrication of all the metal pieces is a real challenge. This is not something that can be measured by traditional means very easily. EMS was called in and used their high-end Metrology grade long-range 3D scanners to 3D scan the entire roof in high detail. After the old roof was torn off and the new underlayment was put down, the 3D scanning was done in a matter of hours. EMS then built a CAD model of the roof as is, leaving all the dips and imperfections in the CAD model. This allowed the roof manufacturer to build a perfectly fitting new roof in record time. All the panels were pre-cut and fabricated off-site, saving a ton of time in the installation process by not having to do it all on-site manually. No incorrect cuts, no misfitting panels, everything fit in place perfectly the first time. A builder of high-end custom homes contacted EMS to 3D scan a large residence under construction. The homeowner planned to have all the exterior stonework prefabricated overseas and shipped to the US for installation. By prefabricating the stone, the builder could save significant time and reduce costs for the client. EMS performed a detailed 3D scan of the roughed-in poured concrete structure and created a precise CAD model of the as-built conditions. This included the entire exterior, roof, pool, and a large interior staircase. Building the model to the exact as-is structure ensured the fabricated stone would perfectly fit once delivered. The results spoke for themselves when the stone arrived. Installation was seamless. Every section aligned perfectly, including the areas that had been slightly out of square, such as the main staircase opening that was discovered to be nearly 2 inches off. The end result is an amazing house that stands out when viewed from the water. 3D scanning was a huge time and cost savings over traditional manual fabrication. Custom built-in shelving is a popular feature in luxury homes, but one homeowner wanted something truly unique, a curved bookshelf that perfectly followed the round walls of a feature room in their new home. Traditionally, this kind of project would require extensive hand measuring and painstaking manual cutting to ensure proper fit. Instead, EMS was brought in to streamline the process using advanced 3D scanning technology. Within minutes, EMS captured the exact dimensions and curvature of the room, creating a precise digital model of the space. That 3D file was then provided to a woodworking company responsible for fabricating the shelves. Using the scan data, they designed the curved shelving system and CNC machined each component from exotic hardwood with absolute precision. The result was a flawless fit. No on-site trimming, no wasted material, and no guesswork. The installation went smoothly, and the homeowner was thrilled with the outcome. The finished piece perfectly complements the room's architecture, combining craftsmanship with cutting-edge technology. Another great use of 3D scanning is custom staircases. In many custom homes, the staircase can be a key and important element in a home. In this example, a high-end modern home was being built, and the customer wanted a unique and open staircase built for the home. The staircase needed to rise 3 floors in a fairly confined space. EMS 3D scanned the roughed-in house from the ground and second floor so the stairs could be designed to be a perfect fit. 3D scanning also allowed the fabricating company that was designing and building the stairs the ability to present to the customer several different design ideas by rendering them in 3D. The staircase features a metal structure with open stairs and cables that tie everything together. As you can see, the end result is truly amazing. The openness of the design allows the light to stream in from the narrow windows. The customer was extremely happy with the results. The 3D scanning process was much faster and far more accurate than trying to take manual measurements in this space. With 3D scanning, there is no test fitting, remeasuring, or rework. Everything fits perfectly the first time. Custom railings are another great use of 3D scanning. In this example, a new stone retaining wall was constructed at the Pennsylvania Capitol Building Complex in Harrisburg, PA. This wall needed a new safety railing. The construction company built the wall from granite stone and then drilled the post hole locations into the stone. Instead of trying to manually measure all the hole locations on the complex curves and elevation changes, the railing manufacturer contacted EMS. EMS then went on site to 3D scan the new walls. Instead of trying to 3D scan the holes, EMS placed short pipes into the holes so they could 3D scan a post to determine the hole locations. Once the 3D scanning was done, EMS created a CAD model of the top of the wall and hole locations. With this CAD model, the fabrication company was able to design and build the entire railing assembly off-site. When delivered on-site for final assembly, the railing assembly was a perfect fit in every hole. The fabrication company was very impressed and couldn't believe how well everything fit. They have never had a complicated job like this that didn't require rework from hand measurements.
The Maryland State House features a pair of massive ceremonial bronze doors at its main entrance. Installed in 1907, each door stands nearly 13 feet tall and weighs more than 2,100 pounds. The state planned to remove the doors for restoration, work that included the doors themselves, the hinges, and the surrounding frame. EMS was brought in to 3D scan the doors, their framework, and the vestibule area before any removal took place. This provided the restoration team with an exact digital record of every surface and detail. The 3D scan data served as the foundation for designing a new frame and hinge system, which was critical given the door's size and weight. Using high-resolution 3D scanning, EMS created accurate CAD models of the doors, the frame, and the surrounding structure. This allowed all the restoration and redesign work to be completed off-site with confidence. When the project was finished, the restored doors and the new hinge and frame system fit and functioned exactly as intended.
Custom stonework is an incredible application of 3D scanning technology. Let's dive into a couple examples to see how it's making a big impact in both construction and historic preservation. First, let's talk about a housing development company that needed large concrete retaining walls, but wanted them to match the look and feel of the stonework fencing throughout the neighborhood. The challenge: these retaining walls had to be much stronger to support heavy loads, something a traditional stone wall just couldn't handle. So they reached out to EMS for help. We 3D scanned an existing stone wall in the development to capture its texture, dimension, and overall design. After getting the 3D scan data, the contractor chose specific sections of the wall they wanted to replicate. From there, EMS used digital sculpting software to refine and clean up the 3D scan data. We separated the areas they wanted to duplicate and prepped the data for CNC machining. This allowed for the creation of foam patterns, which were then used to make molds for the concrete walls. These molds shape the concrete to match the exact texture and form of the original stone. Custom dyes and colors are added to ensure the wall would look as realistic as possible. The results, a retaining wall that's not only structurally sound, but also blends perfectly with the aesthetics of the development. Next, let's look at a project with a bit of history. The Merritt Parkway in Connecticut is one of the most iconic and scenic roads in the U.S., famous for its unique bridges. The Newton Turnpike Bridge, a vital part of this historic route, needed urgent repairs due to stone deterioration. Since the parkway is a historic landmark, the restoration work had to match the original stonework in both material and appearance. EMS was brought in to 3D scan the stonework on the bridge so we could recreate accurate replicas. To capture every detail, we used a range of high-resolution 3D scanning technologies. Some of the stone had worn down over time, so we also used digital sculpting tools and reference photos to enhance the 3D scan data and recreate the original texture. Once we had the digital file, it was used to create form liners for casting concrete stones that mimicked the original hand-shaped stone used when the bridge was built in 1939. We also reviewed with the contractor the original engineering drawings to ensure replica stones were placed in the exact positions of the original stones. After removing the old, deteriorated stones, custom form liners were installed and the concrete pumped in. A semi-transparent stain was added to match the original color. The project wasn't just about restoring a bridge, it was about preserving history. And the project was recognized with both the ICRI Concrete Repair Project Award of Merit in the Historic category and the Arthur Gruen Historic Achievement Award. 3D scanning played a crucial role in the success of this restoration. So if you work in the construction industry and want to discuss how 3D scanning may be able to help you with your next custom project, contact EMS at 877-845-2700 or send us an email at info@ems3d.com. Don't let another complex project miss deadlines and have cost overruns because you didn't employ 3D scanning to complete the job on time and on budget.